tiki doo doo doo, tiki tiki doo, tiki doo 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 doo. We're just saying hi to everybody on YouTube. The thousands of the throngs of screaming fans who are over there on YouTube, just waiting to join me and watch me play Penelope Pendrick. There's so many of them. You can't even, there's so too many to count. Anyway, hi to everybody over on the YouTubes. Hello to the YouTubes. Hello to the Twitches. Anyway, we are going to play. We're going to finish Penelope Pendrick today, no matter what. So we could be here all night. Have you met me? Bad news, guys. Penelope Pendrick. Oh, just ignore that my hair looks a little bit like it needs to get washed. It does, and it will be washed tonight. Look, I have only so much executive function, and washing my hair is on my list for tonight. Anyways, how freaking loud is this game? Oh, right, the game audio is really loud on this screen. Hang on, let me get into the game. What color is this? That's what we're doing. We're gonna go back to Rosewood Apartment. Okay, let me pick one thing to be monitoring because I've got too many different things are yapping in my ear now. Okay. All right, here we go. We're at the apartment building. We're going inside. Everything sounds good to me. I am going to swap myself over to a different setup. You are welcome to... I don't know why I said welcome to do anything. There's nothing required on your part. I mean... We're just here. We're here and we're doing this. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. Is everybody ready for this?
Something for this.
Turquoise is a mix of green and blue. Okay. Bordeaux red is a mix of red and black. Lavender is a light purple, so we're just going to try this. Bronzen, we don't know that one. We're going to have to come back to it. Pink is red and white, and lime is yellow and green. This one, I am going to try. Okay, because we've already tried, right? We already tried a brown, and that wasn't right. So now I'm going to say, okay, well, let's try this kind of more greener brown. Sorry. Somebody told me yesterday that I had it mostly right at one point, and the only one I had wrong was bronze. So really, I was like, there's two options for lavender. Like, I was basically going to go... I was going to do the colors I did do, and do the red and the yellow and black bronze, and if that didn't work, then I was gonna like try the different red. Okay, fine, that's not it, go back, then try the, so I was going to do a little, I was willing to try a little trial and error, but I'm glad that the person yesterday had said to me, you at what point had them all, and the only one you had wrong was bronze, because then I knew which, because I had two reds, two different burgundies, and two different lavenders that I was like waffling between. So I figured I'd try one set, and then that would give me... Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're all here. We're here. let's keep going and see what's next. Because for sure there's another puzzle coming. Holy smokes. It's dangerous down here. Okay. I wrote in my note. This one here was 52144. Let's try that. Okay. Okay. Oh, you... Okay. But then this is gonna mess that up. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay. What was it? 42144. Okay, hang on. Okay, one. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh my god, dang it. Okay, hang on. Okay, this one is going to move this down 1, 2. Of course. Okay, let's reset. Okay. This one moves this one and this one. This one moves this one and this one. And this one moves this one and this one. This one moves these two. Okay, so if I want this to stay at 5, I want this to be at 1. If I do... Okay. Yes! Oh! A fortification weathered by time stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance and the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. Fortification weathered by time stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance. Uh-oh. Okay, I did this wrong. Okay. Fortification. Oop. Okay. Hang on, what was on that wall? Okay, that's nothing. Okay. No, I'm not doing this right. Okay. A fortification. Okay. Icy current. Nope, that's not right. There's these three things that I can click on. Do I have to click them in an order? Okay, hang on. We can't click on other things though. Like I can't click on the water here and the reflection of the sunlight here. So this might not. Maybe I'm supposed to look at. Maybe there were multiple poems that I was meant to be. Okay, hang on. Do I have more than one kind of poem thing? In the location that reminds me most of home. Recently learned of an interesting color thing. I did that. I have engineered multiple duplicates of the components which will be presented solely to the most trusted of individuals needed to navigate through the final destination. My own personal set of components. I've stored them in various areas in the surrounding region and in keeping of those closest to my confidence. Okay. That's not. We already did this. We haven't done this yet. Hey, do we remember where we got this from? I don't remember where I got the sun magnet from. Face towards the direction of the setting sun. No. Shoot, where did I get that magnet? Wow, I don't remember. I mean, I needed it, right? Gosh. I don't remember. Like, I remember going back to look for it, but I don't remember where I looked for it or where I found it. It was also exciting yesterday. Okay. Well, this is obviously going to kill me. Okay, sorry. Can I use my trowel here at all?
That doesn't.
Oh, hang on.
That doesn't work.
Okay. Should I go ahead and crawl through there and get myself crushed? Oh, wait. Oh! Oh! Whoops. Okay. Let me look up the poem. A fortification weathered by time stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance and the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. Okay, let's try that again. So, step 1, fortification. Opens the thing, and the whatchamacallits are locked. They're not going to close on me. Okay, second one, icy current winds into the distance. So that'll let me through, right? Okay. Third one, sunlight reflects back up onto the sky. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. UTSHMEL. Here we go. All right, so we've got U T S H M E L, and then we've got T R A G E D Y. Am I correct? Tragedy was the keyword? Yes. Okay. So U is the 21st letter of the alphabet. T is the 20th letter of the alphabet, which means we're left with A, which is the first letter. Okay. T is the 20th. R is the 18th. So we're left with B. S is the 19th. A is the first. So we're left with R. H is the 16th letter. G. Wait, H isn't the 16th. H is the 8th. I don't know what. Don't ignore me saying 16th. I don't know what came over me. Some kind of insanity just overcame me. H is the 8th letter. G is the 7th letter. We're left with 1, which gives us another A. M. Okay. What even was I thinking about here? P is the 16th letter. Why did I think that H was on? I am on severe insanity pills from previously. Okay, anyway. If P is 16 and O is 15, then M is 14. E is 5. 14 minus 5 is 9, which is the letter I. E is 5. D is 4, so that's another A. And L is... Okay, if M is 14, then L is 13. Y is 25. A, B, R, A, I, A. 13 minus 25. So 13 plus 26 is 39 minus 25 is 14, which is M. Is that right? A, B, whoops. A, B, R, A, I, oops, wrong direction. No. A, B, R, A, I. Okay, so let's go back to A. Okay. M. Oops. Okay, so did I do that math wrong? I might have done the math wrong for those letters. Oh, No, I'm an idiot. No. No. Wait, maybe. No. Wait. We can do it. Okay, let me try it again. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. In case I remember all the letters of the alphabet was wrong. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Z. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 5. Okay, let me try that again. U, T, S, H, M, E, L is 21, 20, 19, 8, 13, 5, and that L is 13, but that's going to actually be 39. Okay. And then we have T, R, A, G, E, D, Y, and then those are 20, 19, 1, 7, 5, 4, and 25. When you do the subtraction, 21 minus 20 is 1, which is A. 20 minus 19 20 minus 18, sorry, is 2, which is B. 19 minus 1 is 18, which is R. 8 minus 7 is 1, which is A. 13 minus 5 is 8, which is 8. Okay, yeah, so that's why I had an I there when it was supposed to be an A. Which makes sense, because Abraham is way more likely than Abraham. Okay, 5 minus 4 is 1, which is an A, and then 39 minus 25 is 14, which is the letter N. Abraham, really? Did I make that? Oh, no. I'm just a dummy, and I made a mistake. 12 is 38. 38 minus 25 is 13, and 13 is M. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. All right. Here I worked it all out. See? Can you see? No, of course my camera's like, no, let me blur that for you. Hang on. All right, here. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da. Can you see all that? Anyway, Abraham. Okay. So, let's redo these puzzles, and this time we won't make a mistake. Fortress stands... Fortification weathered by time. Stands tall. Okay. While an icy current winds into the distance. Okay. And the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. Okay, Abraham. A, B, R, A, H, A, M. Makes a lot more sense. Holy shnikes. Okay. Here we go, guys. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Use this medallion and the stairs turn 180 degrees. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe the medallion's not here. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of a little portal-ish. Hang on. So I still can't use... Okay. Okay, I need to... 1, 2, 3. Okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay. Next set. Okay. Which one? What does this one do? And what does this one do? Okay. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking maybe that this one was wrong. Okay. Got it. Okay. Did that change anything behind me, or does the stuff behind me not change at all? Doesn't change at all. Okay. I shouldn't be trying to get in front of me, though. I should be trying to get behind me. Okay. So... Hey, hang on. Okay. No. How do you reset the whole thing? Get to where do I want to get to from here? Right, okay. Okay, this needs to be rotated, I think. Okay, no. Right, okay. Okay, that's not it. Nope. Okay, that's not it. Okay, but this literally is what we just were trying to undo. No, we've done this already. God. Alright, so this is, we're just doing the same shit over and over again, so I'm not actually achieving anything. Because whatever is supposed to be here, I have failed to put here. So, how... Okay. No. I don't know what I'm changing with this one. Anything? Feels like nothing's changed. Maybe I'm just... Okay. That's facing this way. These are facing down. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Things are changing. Okay. So one more, maybe? Shoot. Okay, no. I didn't get it to the right place. Okay, but that at least... Hang on, wait. Wait. No, okay. One more. Yes. Okay, now this might help me get to where I want to go. No. Okay, wait. Hang on. I want to get to up here. Thanks. This allows me to go here. Does this allow me to go anywhere? No. This doesn't allow me to go anywhere. Maybe. Nope. I can't get back to the other one either. No. Put this back where it was. Okay, what am I doing with this? Oops. Okay, this is definitely wrong. Okay, so I need to get over there somehow. How am I doing that? Okay. Incorrect, obviously. You can't go anywhere from here. The only place you can go from here is over here, but when I am here, I can't do anything useful. Like, I can't access any other thing from here. That is different than before. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Ah! Okay. At least we know kind of. I think we kind of know what we're trying to do now. Okay. So I go over here, I go over here, I go over here. Press this, press this. Go this way, go this way, go this way, go this way. Back here. Press this, press this. 1, 2. Alright, got it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so it's possible that my initial 1, 2. We'll try one more time. And then if that doesn't work, then we know that we have to go to the one in that one and change it a bunch of times. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that one needs to be different. I'm not sure exactly how, but we'll figure it out. Whoops, no, that's not what I need. There we go. Alrighty. This is like super trial and error mode. Oops. What? Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, I don't think that's... Okay. I hate this because I can't envision what I'm trying to do. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything. I don't think I'm having the impact. I think, like, I don't think it's doing what I would like it to be doing, but I have no idea really. Okay, so for sure that is at least different. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Nope. Dang it, I don't think it did. Yeah, I don't think we fixed anything. I think we just made it less good. What is that changing, if anything? I don't think it's changing where I need it to change, but I also don't know where I need it to change, so that doesn't really help me much. I don't know what any of the, like, I don't know specifically what is being changed by the particular levers. No. Nope. I don't know what the one at the end changes. Like, I know it's changing something, but I don't know what it's changing. Like, I don't think that this is gonna help. What does this change? Okay, so the only thing this does is block me from being able to proceed this way. Okay, that stops me from going forward. That stops me from going forward. That stops me from going forward. Okay. 1. Okay. Yep, so that... Ooh, that's a new one. What did that one change? No idea. What's this one change? Also no idea. Oh, hang on. Which one's the exit and which one's the entrance? Okay, this is the exit. Alright, okay, cool. So these are those two again. Alright, well, let's see. Great, all of that, and I don't think I changed what I needed to change in the way I needed to change it, but I also don't know how I did it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oops. Yeah, so the only way to move forward is this one. What does that change? I don't know what it changes. Okay. Okay. Okay, I kind of remember how I got to where I was. Okay. No. Hang on. Holy mackerel. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. And I'm not even sure that this is where I'm supposed to be trying to change things. Okay, so. Over here. Over there. 1. 1. Okay, 2. 3. Okay. Oops. Are you joking? Okay. Okay, there, sorry. Okay. Always consistently missing that. Okay. That over here, over here. I have no idea. Oh, this is so frustrating. It's not frustrating to do the puzzle. It's frustrating because I don't even know if I've understood the puzzle properly. So I am like, am I even doing this right? Like, it's entirely Jeez Louise. It's entirely possible that I oh no. Well, who cares? It's entirely possible that I've misinterpreted how this fucking puzzle works. I don't even know if it's because you have to hit it twice for the thing to work. No, why am I still there? What? How do I get back to where I'm supposed to be? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't even... And, like, the thing is that I don't even know if something I'm doing in the middle is wrong. Like, am I even on the right track with this? No idea. Okay. Let's leave. How do we leave? I don't even know how to leave. Ugh. Okay, stop it. I wonder if I leave and then I just cheat and look up the answer. Hang on. Oh. Wait. No. No, okay. No. I mean, because like I'm failing to understand this puzzle properly, and I just don't care. Oh, Jesus. Are you kidding me with this? Maybe this is the issue. Maybe I need to find this. No, because that doesn't let you do anything. Oh. Okay. Gee, I wish I could leave this frickin' place. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, I don't care. Oh my god. Is there a way to kill yourself here so that you can go back to the last checkpoint? Oh, here, finally. Okay, no, get out of there. No, no, what? Okay. Nope. Jesus! Okay. Fine. I'm sure that I can find a way to get... There we go. No, because you still can't leave. Ugh. Game! Okay, forget it. We will load back to the paint puzzle and do the paint puzzle. Oh no, the paint puzzle's done. Okay, perfect. Oh no, the ceiling fell down. Oh my god, that's so scary. This is terrible. Okay. Anyway, let's go through here. Oh, this stupid thing. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I had it that one time and I was like, yeah, look at me go. Okay, so I need this to be in the 5. Both of these need to be at 4. Okay, so let's see. Yahoo! Okay. This. This. Da 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 dum. Okay. This one. Okay. Oops. I was trying to move it so I could see it, but that was a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. Don't try to see it. Whatever you do. Oh. Okay. Stairs puzzle. Okay, so since we don't attach our pride in any way, shape, or form to solving puzzles all by ourselves, stairs puzzle. We're just going to look up the answer here. Okay. This is a bummer. Stair. What if I just type stair? Are there more? Is there a way to die on the stairs so I can start again, please? Somebody said, and yes, I agree. Is there a way to die on the stairs? No, you have to go all the way to the back of the beginning. No, I want someone just to tell me this switched twice, this switched one time, blah, blah, blah. Where is that a possibility? No, of course not. Oh, hang on. Full spoiler. Click on the first switch once. Off we go. Move forward to the next switch. Boom. We're doing this. Because like I said, there's absolutely no part of me that is like, oh, my pride is attached to finding the answers to these puzzles all by myself. Nope, screw that. Okay. Click on this switch once, then move forward to the 2 switches. I'm on it. Okay. Left switch twice, right switch 3 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Move forward to the switch directly under the exit door. Twice. 1, 2, and then go to the next switch that is now available. Sort of in the middle of the room. Got it. Okay. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Turn around, back to the switch under the door twice. 1, 2. Back to the 2 switches that are next to each other. Click on the right switch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Go across to the switch that's on the left side of the wall facing the exit door. Click on this one twice. 1, 2. Go over to this one. Okay. Once. Go back down to the switch that's under the exit door. Click it 1. No, hang on. Sorry. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now go to the switch on the right wall and click it once. Wait, right wall? Oh, right. Right wall when you're facing the door. Okay. Go up all the way over to the 3 switches. Okay. Click the left twice. 1, 2, the middle one once, and the right one once. And then go across to the exit. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so there we go. We followed a guide because we were sick and tired of not understanding. Like, there's just too much trial and error involved if you can't get a bird's eye view of the thing. Right? Because you can click it and then turn around and see what might have changed. But you can't. And so for me, that's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to visualize what's happening if I can't see it. And so I am happy to have... Why didn't I save after walking through that door? Why wouldn't I save? Let's save now. Stair puzzle solved. Stairs puzzle solved with... man, I was going to save by cheating, or with a guide, but the game's like, no, you're not allowed to typing that many letters. Okay, off we go. Ooh, look at this room. A lot of stuff in here, huh? Let's look at all of these. Okay. Just a bunch of cool, neat stuff. Look at all the math that we did. Okay. Nothing there. How about over here? Mechanical drawing. A journal. Sometimes I'm forced to pause and remember why I'm going to all this trouble. Since the blinders are on, all I can do is look forward and back, not up and down the tunnel of cause and effect. There's no way to build this grand construction without being reminded daily of the why. And then, of course, with the whys come the what-ifs. What if some handsome, well-to-do older fellow had built somewhere for young Abraham, Johanna, and Pendrick to take shelter during the Great War? Would Abraham still be alive? Would he have had the privilege of experiencing old age? and have been able to appreciate the aches and pains that are a side effect of a full life. The problem with this vision is that Abraham wouldn't have holed up even if he knew he'd save himself. Honorable or stupid, his duty to Alice was held in greater esteem than his own safety. His ship was not the first to go down in... Okay, let's see. Scheveningen? No, wait. Scheveningen. I don't know if I pronounced that right. He understood the risk of sailing out every day, but he had to put food on the table. To him, it was as simple as that. There were no gray areas. I'll never forget the day we heard the news. Papa shouted, "Did Wilhelmina not declare us neutral? Must we lose our sons to a war that isn't ours to fight?" Papa was never the same after that. To me, it's as if we lost him to the German U-boats that day as well. And then this is just something written in... Are they Dutch? I can't remember what... Anyway, but I don't speak it, so I am going to skip to the next line. While Abraham's fate may have been decided by his own decisions regardless, it would have been different with Moder. She could have been saved. The war to end all wars. War will never end as long as humans exist on this earth. Our neutrality was yet again disregarded by the Germans when the second war struck. I remember the panic when we were invaded. No one expected it, no one was prepared. We were rounded up like the sitting ducks that we were, and then there was the bombing. To this day I have nightmares. One could flee from the fire, but there was no escaping the smoke. A heavy, suffocating blanket laid upon us by the Luftwaffe. Mutter coughing, rasping, wheezing, silence. Yes, she was already quite old. She did not have many more years to live, but all of God's children deserve a peaceful, respectful end. Mutter had to live her last moments in fear and pain, and I will never forgive those who did that to her. After the dust had settled, I knew it was time to move on. There was nothing left for me in Holland. Abraham gone, Papa gone, Mutter gone. Johanna had taken a ship to America years before. I had chastised her for leaving Mutter and our homeland, but was absolutely humbled by the war that I never believed could happen again. I tried to convince Alice to join me on my journey to America, but she refused to leave Abraham. Bless her heart. When I arrived, Johanna hugged me so hard I thought I'd split in two. There was so much comfort in seeing her again. While our family would never be completely whole, we could still put some of the pieces back together. Johanna graciously invited me to live with them in their beautiful home near the Connecticut shores. Even Frederick welcomed me with open arms. I, a complete stranger to him. Owen, Matilda, and Jackie were wary of me at first, but they quickly learned there was no shortage of toys I could buy. As the years passed, I never felt like anything but part of the family. Matilda and Jackie grew up and left for their own adventures, while Owen stayed and found a lovely girl to call his own. That little boy that would run around in the woods collecting sticks and rocks now has a family. Hard to believe. A spitting image of his father, Scott is now the one running around in the woods collecting sticks and rocks. It's amazing. I see the smallest bit of motor in little Evelyn. I think it's the eyes. Each new generation is like a window into the past. Okay, so is that the end of that? Oh, no, one more. I can catch glimpses of those who came before. When Scott builds a fort like Abraham did when we were boys, or when Evelyn's eyes mimic Motor's mischievous twinkle, there is no doubt as to why I'm going to all this trouble. When I'm finished here, there will be no what-ifs. There will only be a family who is whole. November 22nd, 1980. My work is complete. Okay, we've read the journal. Whoops, sorry. Let me put that down. There's a letter here. Dear Mr. Quincy, unfortunately, upon receiving this notice, your termination is effective immediately. When you accepted this job, you were made fully aware of the ramifications of breach of contract. The contract that you signed on October 7th, 1969 clearly states that any evidence that this work was spoken to anyone other than the crew or myself is grounds for termination. I've had more than one source inform me of concerning comments you've made in public, and this is enough to warrant action. I apologize that there is no form of due process confirming the truth to these allegations. I can hope you understand the precautions I must take. Thank you for your work, and I wish you all the best going forward. Signed, Mr. Vandenberg. Okay, what else? Anything else? Oh, here's some papers. Stratmeyer and Sons. Dear Sir, upon completion of the soil classification survey, performed at the site of 10 Ramridge Road, it has been determined that the foundation of the structure built upon this property lacks the proper support required for stability upon the tested soil type. For this reason, the structure on your property is markedly unsafe and is in risk of collapse. To summarize our findings, the measurements of the Atterberg limits of shrinkage, plastic, and liquid limits have classified your soil as fine-grained inorganic fat clay or expansive clay. Said soil type undergoes considerable changes in volume under varying weather and moisture conditions, with a maximum 10% swell from dry soil mass. Heat, rainfall, and cold act as catalysts for soil fluctuations, which in turn severely damage below-surface concrete over time. During the initial building process, a drilled pier or floating slab design should have been utilized to combat these soil fluctuations. We highly recommend demolition of the current structure and specialized design choices for anything built in the future. Building below ground level is not recommended for this property. For further inquiries, please do not hesitate to call our office. Signed, John Stratmeyer. For more details, please see page 1A of the attached soil report. So he got a soil report telling him not to build underground, and he still built the shelter underground. Well, wait. We don't know what year this was, but still. The shelter is not safe by any means. So even if he thought he was building a shelter that was going to be safe for his family, for, you know, for any upcoming wars, he's not correct. Okay, so this is the schematics for the stairs. Anyway, and you can see the thing is falling apart. Okay. That's pretty cool. More schematics for the doors. Okay, so there's some kind of light situation. The lights go up and down. Okay. Do I need to know that to get out of here? Possibly. Is there anything else in here that I can look at? Where is everybody, basically, right? Oh, okay. Hang on. That bookshelf looks suspicious to me. Am I able to click on it at all? Okay, no. Uh-oh. Is this just neat to look at, or is it useful? Okay. Hang on. The light. It says you can pull them down. Can I see the lights? No, I can't see the lights. Maybe I misunderstood what this was saying. This looks like I don't know what that's about. Is it the wiring, or is it where the lights were? I mean the photos. Like, oh, are the photos just hanging on the wiring? Oh, okay, I can turn. But I still can't interact with these lights. Okay. Is there anywhere where I can use that medallion? Also, wasn't I supposed to be down here to find the missing people? Oh, hang on. These lights. Stop. Okay, wait. No, never mind. I can't turn. Yeah, I can't. I was like, maybe it's these lights I'm supposed to interact with, but nope. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you could... I just wasn't clicking in the right spot. Okay, well that's good. It's good to know that I wasn't clicking in the right spot. Aha! There's where the medallion goes. Okay, and then what? Okay, and then this key. Oh no! Slam. Oh no, we're all trapped down here. Okay, well, let me at least talk to them.
Terrence?
Terrence?
Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
Are you real?
I'm Penelope, and I'm gonna get you out of here,
How am I gonna get you out of here?
Do you have any food?
I'm really sorry. I don't.
Terrence, can you tell me how you ended up here?
Terrence, can you tell me how you ended up here?
I was walking by some cliffs, and I saw someone climbing up from the side of the cliff. It was really weird. Before I got a good look at them, all of a sudden they knocked me over, and I don't remember anything else. After that, I woke up in here. There was blood in my hair, so I must have hit my head really hard.
Okay. I made a promise that I wouldn't, like, do anything super exciting while ads are running. I mean, I made that promise, you know. So I am, I'm trying to think of what I can do for the next... I should have walked around in here maybe, or looked around in here for a bit before, like, interacting with the kid. Well. I am, okay, well, so I'm going to spend the next minute just telling you guys why I think this is a pretty good game. Despite there being some puzzles where I was like, oh, we're looking up the answer, we're not spending time on this. I want to be clear that it's not because I don't think the puzzle deserves the time to spend on it. It's because there are certain puzzles where I know, regardless of how much time I spend, I'm not going to, it's not going to click for me. And the trying to do it is just going to create a bunch of frustration that is unnecessary. It's not mandatory that I become frustrated and angry. You know, we can completely skip that by looking up the answer to the kinds of puzzles where I'm like, oh, this is gonna never, like, and when I say never, I don't mean never. Obviously, you know, with enough clicks, I could accidentally fall backwards into the answer. But it's way better not to frustrate myself, because then when the next puzzle comes up, instead of starting from a place of extreme frustration and like, oh, there's no way you're going to solve this because you're already in a bad mood, we can start it from a place of like, hey, we're feeling pretty confident, let's move forward. So that is why, after trying, you know, for a while on the switch room, I was like, we're not doing this. And again, I want it to be clear that's dismissing a puzzle is not, it's a skill issue on my part. It's not a reflection on the game or the puzzle design. Okay, let's ask him about Gerald.
Is Gerald...
He's okay. Not good, though. I keep checking his breathing and pulse, so I know he's alive.
Have you eaten at all?
We've gotten a little food a few times, but not enough. When it rains, the fountain over there fills up.
Was there a third person in here with you? We're looking for Ruby Ayers.
Was there a third person in here with you?
Yeah, a lady. I don't know where she went. She was here yesterday.
Maybe she found a way out.
Well, I don't think she'd leave us behind.
I
Maybe
also
she
don't
did,
think she would
though.
have left
All
us
she would do every day was walk around the room, looking at the walls.
Please think about this as hard as you can. Can you remember anything about the person who did this to you?
Hello.
Speak
Surprise,
of the devil.
surprise.
Why are you here? Wasn't your plan to leave your captives to die? I know everything, Evelyn. I know you kidnapped innocent people and brought them here to rot to save yourself. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I'm here to help.
Uh-huh. But just a few days ago, weren't they already dead? Did you come down here to pay respects?
I'm not a strong person. I know I should have looked for them sooner, but I was scared. Scared of this place, the memories, and scared of what I would find. But you know what I was even more afraid of? The guilt of knowing that I didn't do anything.
Well, that's great. But it doesn't explain why you were trying so hard to keep me from finding the shelter. Wait, did you try to kill me by locking me in that closet?
It wasn't locked. I wasn't trying to kill you. All I wanted was to scare you enough to send you home.
Oh, just ask my paperclip. It'll tell you. Even if the door had an auto lock, it doesn't excuse what you did. You knew Gerald and the woman were on the cusp of finding the shelter and exposing your secret. So, why not snuff them out quietly?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, just admit it. You didn't want me or them to find out that you had killed your own brother.
I begged him not to come down here, but he wouldn't listen. I told him over and over that it wasn't safe. Cracks in the walls, cave-ins, but when his mind was made up, nothing could stop him. I said if he went down alone. So, he went. Alone. And he was gone for far too long. I went to look for him. If I only tried harder to stop him, he'd still be alive. So, yes, I killed Scott that day. But I did not kidnap these people. It took me until today to decide to do the right thing. To give up the act, to save them, and risk going to jail if the truth gets out. But I did it.
I feel like, given the circumstances of this place that Uncle Hendrik built, and how dangerous it is, and how he was reckless with, like, he built it disregarding whether or not. Okay, so his main thing was that he had this fear, right? That, like, if the bunker was, or if it's a shelter or a bunker, whatever you want to call it. And he had this fear that if, like, the authorities can't know about it, because if a war happens and we have to hide in here, it has to be, like, completely off the books. Nobody should ever know about it. The problem with that is that you are building a structure underneath another structure without having any of the proper, like even he had that soil study done, but like there weren't, it seems like maybe he didn't have, like, you know, trained engineers and stuff helping design all of this stuff. And he disregarded the recommendation not to ever build a basement in this building. If you're not allowed to build a basement in the building, you're for sure not allowed to build an entire elaborate series of tunnels and chambers and whatever else, right? Like, this is just like a bonkers McGee death trap. I think she's not lying about her brother wanting to go hang out in the underground structure and accidentally dying in a cave-in or something like that. Like, that seems plausible to me. I also think that she's not lying, that the guilt of that cracked her, and that's why she was like terrified of anybody finding their way into the place, because if they did, they also could die in a cave-in or some other thing. I don't know how Terrence got down here if she's not the one who brought him down here. But I am not fully convinced that she's lying completely about everything. Like, I think it is very plausible for her to be like, oh my gosh, people went there, or they're looking for the place. I'm trying to protect people from the dangers of it by keeping it a secret. I think this is all totally plausible. Okay. You didn't murder Scott to inherit the Scardovi home? Is it really worth lying at this point? Just admit that you murdered Scott so you'd inherit the Scardovi family home from your parents. I feel like inheriting a normal house in a normal town in Connecticut is not super worth murdering your brother for. Especially if he didn't even live in town. Like, he had traveled to here for her wedding, right?
You didn't murder Scott to inherit the Scardovi home?
Murder? What are you talking about? My parents had already promised me the house because Scott had moved to NYC.
What?
Excuse me? My dad's name was Scott Scardovi.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh my God.
Scott Scardovi was my dad's name. He disappeared before I was born. I never
This is
even
the
met
twist.
him. My mom told me they met in New York, and after she became pregnant with me, they bought a house in Carlisle. A few days before my mom was going to fly to Connecticut to move in, my dad had a business trip.
In Boston?
And my mom never saw him again.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Your dad was a software developer, brown hair, brown eyes, liked football.
Yeah, and he was scared of roller coasters.
Oh yeah,
It's him.
scared of roller coasters is as good as a DNA test. No,
I have
obviously
a nephew
I don't.
and a sister-in-law? Oh, that idiot. He had a whole family and he never even told me.
My dad had convinced my mom that they should move to Carlisle because it was a nice town. And he said to her that there were some people he wanted her to meet.
Some people I want you to meet. Now I remember. He said that exact same thing to me too. When he stopped here to visit on his way to Boston, I remember he was hamming up some big surprise, but in classic Scott fashion, refused to elaborate. Well, Scott, if you're watching us right now, I hope you get a kick out of your big surprise. Only 15 years in the making.
Good lord. No, please. Come on, game. Don't kill us now.
Sorry to be the one to cut this family reunion short, but we need to get out of here, like, now.
Yes, let's. This way.
Alright, let's follow her. Are we gonna help Gerald? Or... Okay. Look, he climbed over Gerald. Oh, he's helping us, so help him. Okay. Oh my goodness, they did a good job of this. Okay, where is she? Okay. So there's a... Everything about this is all...
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
What?
Mitchell?
You.
How'd you...
So, Penelope, how have you liked playing the hero? For a while I wanted to stop you, but then I thought, why not let you fight me? It'd be another corpse for my collection.
What?
I don't understand. You did this?
But Why?
For you, Evelyn. Happy 20th anniversary. Don't you think it's a deserving gift? There was purification and punishment. Not forgive us for our sins, but smite us for our iniquities should be the prayer of a man to a most just God. It's simple, really.
What?
You took my arm and my life from me, so now I take your life from you. Balance is restored to the universe.
You lunatic!
Your arm was not my fault, and you know it! You were obsessed with coming down here. Let's have a picnic in the Alhambra. Let's listen to records in the study. And I told you how many times to be careful? I didn't make you lose your arm. Stupidity did.
Take responsibility for something once in your life. How about this? After you mangle my arm,
Don't just
you
hit
break
him
off
in the
our
head with this
engagement.
hammer or
Because
what?
I'm no fun anymore. I'm just so sad all the time. What a bummer. I've been alone all my life.
Aw,
But I never felt lonelier than when you left me to deal with my injuries without you.
I'm sorry, but
So
dude,
you kidnap innocent people and trap them down here? Maybe I left you because you were clearly a psychopath. Don't try to project your own victimhood onto my decisions.
Isn't this the perfect punishment? I'm pretty proud of coming up with it. Tip off the police with the same story that I told Penelope. That you would do anything to keep Scott's murder a secret. And Gerald and the others were getting too close. You act like it's not, but your name is all over this place. All you would need is to be a half-wit detective to find the connection.
Hey,
On top of that, I have my own evidence to link you to the shelter and therefore the kidnappings. Beautiful. My plan is a work of art.
you suck.
you destroy these people just so you can get revenge?
Wait, what about Ruby Ayer has escaped? She's somewhere, right? Terrence didn't know anything about the shelter and you attack him? But Gerald has been so generous to you. How can you do this to him? Both of these are true.
But Gerald has been so generous to you. How can you do this to him?
I feel a little bad.
Oh,
Sorry,
a little
Gerald.
bad. Well, okay.
My hands were tied. It had to be him. And that woman. If it were anyone else, I'd risk those two finding my hostages before my plan was complete.
Terrence didn't know anything about the shelter and you attack him?
Terrence didn't know anything about the shelter and you attack him?
That was the wrong place at the wrong time kind of deal. I couldn't risk him getting a good look at me and blabbing. Any attention would have been too much attention.
I knew I was right about you. You lying, manipulative inhuman.
And there you go, off on one of your tangents again. Is that how you described me to your rebound boyfriend? No surprise he divorced you, you piece of...
What a turd nugget this guy is. Push him, push him.
Mitchell, if you don't
Use
let
the
us
hammer
through,
to
you'll
bonk him on
die
the head.
down here with the rest of us.
The building falling down kind of put a wrench in my plans. So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Let's see. Okay, I can't use that on him. Oh, what if I screwdriver him right in the face? Oh, man. Shucks. Okay. I want to hammer him in the noggin.
Mitchell, if you don't let us through, you'll die down here with the rest of us.
The building falling down kind of put a wrench in my plans.
Okay.
So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Can I spray bottle? Oh, magnet on his arm? No. Spray bottle? Ah! Yeah! Right, because he said that it zaps them sometimes. Remember? He said that in the bookstore.
You're not walking out on me this time!
Yeah, good job, Irene. I mean, Ruby.
Let's go.
Forgot her name.
Penelope, come on.
I hope you're finally happy, Mitchell. I know this sounds crazy, but we can't leave him. Yeah, we have to.
I know this sounds crazy, but we can't leave him.
Yes, we can.
If we leave him, we're no better than he is.
Fine. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go. Hurry, 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 hurry.
I was never happier to see the sun than that day as we dragged ourselves out of that dusty shaft and into the light. But before both of my feet had even passed through the manhole, what felt like an earthquake erupted.
And the entire town collapsed in on itself.
I clung to the asphalt for dear life as only 50 feet away, we watched the parking lot begin to get sucked into the earth. The sinkhole didn't stop expanding until Mayor Jonathan Carlisle himself had been completely consumed. Luckily, we were left unscathed. Like a TV show trope, we let out a collective sigh of relief when we saw help had arrived. Gerald, still unconscious, was loaded into an ambulance and rushed to the nearest hospital, while paramedics attended to Ruby and Terrence. Despite the whole ordeal, the most Evelyn and I needed was a little antiseptic and a few band-aids. The police showed up shortly after, and I was not mentally prepared for the sheer amount of enthusiasm to greet me. The cheering and clapping and handshaking made for a pretty amazing entrance.
He was supposed
It was like
to
I
eat
had
it.
just saved someone's life or something.
You did.
Oh, wait, I guess I did do that. The second order of operations was to cuff Mitchell and haul him off to the station. He didn't try to fight it. His eyes were despondent and empty as he slid into the back seat of the cop car. He knew it was over. He had been so certain that his life couldn't get any worse. But I think it was at that moment he realized he had been so
I'm going to go ahead and say this. They're
Eileen
not
was
going to let him
ecstatic
keep
to
his
see her son
prosthetic
again,
while he's in
and
prison.
Terrence,
They're
his
going
mom.
to trade it in for
After a series
like
of
a
hugs,
much
I
crappier
missed
one.
yous, and I was so worried about yous, Terrence proceeded to explain in record time about Evelyn and who she was. He didn't pause to breathe until the story was finished. And after a long moment of shock, Eileen knew that she had found a piece of her beloved husband that day.
Aw, that's so sweet.
After a week in the hospital, Gerald was on the road to full recovery and was back in the shop before anyone could say, "You just suffered major trauma, please rest." Nonetheless, his regulars were thrilled he was all right and Novel Books was back open. And they also appreciated that there was now an extra open chair to fight over. While it's unlikely that this is the kind of adventure that Gerald had in mind when he started his search, I'm sure he'll make the most of the stories to tell for years to come. Fulfilling her mother's legacy was like lifting an anchor off of Jane's, or should I say Ruby's, shoulders. She was no longer bound by her own perseverance. Her search was complete.
Yay.
After coming to terms with everything that had happened, Ruby, in her newfound confidence, picked up a job as a professor of American history at North Oakford University. Go, Redbuds! After years of books, notes, endless searching, frustration, and sitting alone at breakfast every morning, it was finally time for Ruby to go and live life as it should be. Speaking of North Oakford University, a few months later, Stacy graduated her master's with flying colors. Her senior thesis on aesthetically pleasing solutions for constructions on difficult soil was lauded by teachers and peers alike. She was snatched up into the industry immediately after graduation. And every day she dons that business casual attire and walks through those office doors, she walks further and further away from her past. Best of all, her new condo is up to code and gives her much less to complain about.
I mean, that's good.
Colin succeeded in cutting the negativity out of his life and is taking normalcy in stride.
Good job, Colin.
While this means he's slowed his pace a bit, I think
I
it's
like that
helping
he's
him to
eating cup of
appreciate the
noodle for
little
supper.
things. After some sound advice from his new therapist, Colin decided that painting would be better off as a hobby than a career. With the stress of critics a thing from the past, Colin has been able to focus on and grow a successful little art collection business. Bold Depictions is now the Carlisle Museum of Art, and is proud to host an original Escher, among other fine works. And since he can afford an employee or two, he'll never have to be the one to give a tour, ever again. Despite her apprehension, Evelyn knew that Eileen needed to hear Scott's full story. Eileen was somber as she listened, but much to the relief of Evelyn, was not upset. Eileen commiserated over the accident with Evelyn, and they processed the loss they both shared. Eileen had no interest in bringing this to the attention of the police. What's done is done. With the shelter reduced to a pile of rubble, Evelyn was freed of her burden. The horrible place was gone for good, and her secrets and memories were buried with it. After being contacted by none other than John Branham, she agreed to help create a documentary about Escher, Pendrick, and the amazing feat that the shelter once was. The proceeds of this film were enough for Evelyn to found the Vandenberg Project, a charitable organization established to provide assistance to families who have lost a loved one to war.
Well, that's cool.
And to top it off, the Scardovi family, in its own way, is whole again. Carlisle is back to being peaceful and uneventful. Although it may not end up as sleepy as it used to be. Now that it's on the map, tourists might realize just how tasty the strawberries are every summer.
Nice.
As for me, I'm home in my own bed at last. No crumbling ceilings, no unwanted nightly visitors, and no eyes watching me sleep. The most dire mystery for me to solve being what's for dinner. Definitely not pizza. Never pizza. Once I slide this new manuscript in the mailbox, I can finally sit back, prop up my feet somewhere structurally sound, and relax. Have a bath. Put on some nature sounds. Or maybe leave it quiet. Just in case the phone rings.
Okay, so what did we think? This was fun, right? This was very fun. I loved it! And I really loved how all the little threads came together in the end to weave a rich tapestry, blah, 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 blah. No, but I think it was really great. So, who thinks we should play it all over again? Wait, you can't go to the menu? Oh, hang on. Okay, you have to kind of end it all. Oh, that's so cute! Okay, so you you ended. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Should we play it again and see how quickly we can finish it? Now that we know? I think so. Julia Holdnack did such a very good job. And her writing team also. Super amazing. Good job. I think that this is a wonderful and fun and delightful game. There were moments where I was frustrated, but again, we talked about this. Frequently the situation arises where there's a puzzle that just is not that my aptitudes are not a good match for a particular puzzle. And when that happens, you have to roll with the punches. Okay, give me a second. Cassie, get out of the way. Sorry, Cassie's like standing on my keyboard. So I'm gonna replay Penelope, Pendrick. Okay. There. I'm resaving the title of the stream so that it's clear what we're doing. Okay. Yeah, great job to everybody who was involved in this. Good for them. Yeah, we liked it. We will let the credits finish, and then we will play New Game Plus. Actually, I guess maybe this is the perfect timing for me to take a quick break. Yes, let's do that. Okay, gamers, we are going to play Penelope Pendrick and the Art of Deceit from beginning to end. We are going to try to get it done in one session, and we are going to test our mettle. And obviously this is a replay, so, but it's not like a speed run because I'm not a speed runner, but it is a replay. So we should be able to accomplish it more quickly than our original playthrough, which was long and drawn out because of skill issues. Like I said, skill issue after skill issue after skill issue. But now we're gonna go ahead with Seasoned Investigator. All right. So we're not even gonna have the checklist to help us play. And we don't need to learn how because we already know how. So wish us luck. Listen, in half an hour, Jason's gonna feed you. Get out of my personal space. Okay, hello. You little cute patoot. Oh, you're so cute, you're so cute. Nobody can see you. But we know you're so cute. Hang on, maybe people can't see you. Hang on. Can you guys see her now? Is she so cute? Oh, you can't because she's blurry. Hang on. Let me fix it. Okay, there you... Oh, no, this is in her way. Oh, there she is. Oh, dang it. Hang on. How about this? There you go. There, Cassie, you're famous. Say hi. Hi. Little cute patoot. This is Cassie. Alrighty. That was fun, guys. Alright. Let's get back into things. Let me put the blur back on. Okay. One over here. Okay, so Cassie's gonna hang with us for a bit. Hello. Here, do you want to purr into the mic so everyone can hear you? No, you weren't supposed to climb off. Come back here. Come here. Look it. I'm not telling you to get down. I'm telling you to... No, just... There. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do with Cassie in our laps. Or on our shoulder, I mean. Okay. New game.
I never expected that a community college degree in creative writing would somehow evolve into me being out in the real world solving mysteries. I mean, I was guessing that with an artistic major like mine, I'd probably end up working out of my field. But at a place like a fast food restaurant, or maybe a department store, if I was lucky. But life has always been known for throwing curveballs, I suppose, and who knew they'd actually be worth writing about? An average writer with above-average detective skills, critics called me. I ignored the blatant jab at my writing ability to relish in the fact that something I had written had actual critics. My writing had made it through the never-ending stack of submissions to independent literary journals and other various obscure magazines, and was now being read and talked about by other human beings. To my own surprise, however, the biggest source of my excitement wasn't my first success as an author, but as a detective. No one believed me when I said that Mrs. Jenkins' death wasn't what it seemed. Even someone who talked to the neighbors as little as I did would have known her well enough to confirm that she had no living family members. She would wistfully mention the lack thereof during the awkward conversations initiated by accidental eye contact while picking up our mail. So when her body was found with a currently dated letter from the brother I knew to have been dead for 5 years, I knew something was off.
Knew something was off.
It was all a bit too involved of an adventure to actually get into right now. Long story short, I searched some records, talked to a few of her friends, broke into her apartment, and eventually had enough evidence to prove my theory. Turns out, the angry letter from her brother And the very suspicious gunshot wound to her head were just post-mortem attempts at staging a murder. In reality, the sushi chef at a struggling restaurant downtown prepared some pufferfish incorrectly, and the toxins were enough to kill the poor woman. Rather than deal with the consequences brought on by the health inspectors, they made up a motive and set up a scene in an alleyway. Definitely creative.
You can now.
Fast forward to yesterday afternoon. I received a completely unexpected phone call. A small police force in the town of Carlisle, Connecticut, who knows how, had read my publication and tracked down my number. They're apparently in over their heads with some kind of unusual case, and wanted to find someone who could give a second opinion on everything that's been happening there during the past week.
Yeah.
Based on how small their force is, and how sleepy their town sounds, it's my best guess that they don't normally have much crime to deal with, and this might be a bit out of their wheelhouse. To be fair,
the hell? Oh.
it's also a bit out of my wheelhouse. But they sounded pretty desperate on the phone. They'd have to be. And wanted to fly me there as quickly as possible. I don't know anything about the case, but they promised to fill me in once I arrive and get settled. Hopefully they realize I don't really know what I'm doing. But hey, that makes for a much more interesting story for the readers.
Oh, no worries. We are gonna
So here I am,
this case.
About to embark on my very first official case. I have a feeling that I have no idea what I've gotten myself into.
That's okay, Penelope. We are gonna kick butt. Okay. So basically, I was using a flavored syrup in my coffee, and I guess there was a little, like, dried, like, gelatinous bit on the spout when I squirted, and so that's what I found at the bottom of my coffee cup, and everyone needs to not be worried about it. Anyway, it's fine. Let's get into detecting. Off we go. We're flying to Connecticut. Okay. Sorry about that. Boy, are my arms tired. Miss Pendrick, since Carlisle isn't exactly a tourist destination, we don't have any hotels. Instead, we set you up here at Rosewood Apartments. Nice and central, but I apologize in advance. We'll be in touch, Sergeant Russell. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Maybe I should use my room key. Okay. Oh, put my bags down. Connecticut, Penelope, the Constitution State. Okay. Oh, phone's ringing. Let's answer that. It's gonna be Sergeant Russell, I bet.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Pendrick. This is Sergeant Russell. I'm going to be your contact down at the Carlisle Police Department during your stay here. Glad to see you had no problem finding your accommodation, and I hope you've had some time to get acquainted with the police.
I'm happy to hear from you, Sergeant. I've been speculating about this case all day. The suspense is killing me. Good to meet you, Sergeant. Or, if I couldn't find my room, that would make for a bad first impression of my detective skills.
If I couldn't find my room, that would make for a bad first impression of my detective skills.
You're not wrong. The last thing we need right now is another person who can't find what they are looking for. To put it mildly, the past week has been overwhelming. 3 people gone missing, one right after the other. Only a couple days in between each. Our entire department is 3 people, for crying out loud.
Sounds very
We're
overwhelming.
not equipped to handle something like this. What we're equipped for is either graffiti related or has to deal with noise ordinance.
3 people in a week? All in this little town?
We've never seen anything like it. The worst part is that there's so many unknowns. Our gut is telling us that these disappearances are connected. You'd think they have to be, right? But try explaining that to the county chief. Without concrete proof, he just sees this all as a whole lot of coincidence, and potentially not even a crime.
Okay, fair.
We're getting no outside help with this, no matter how much we beg.
Okay. Well, that answers why you brought me up here, rather than literally any cop in the state. That one was the real mystery.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, they say. No offense.
None taken, trust me.
Officer Vasquez was the one that read your publication. He relayed it to me afterwards, and we all agreed that you seemed to have some pretty solid intuition. It was his idea to
That's
reach
me.
out. Anyway, let's get down to business. I'll be sending you some documents that we...
Huh?
Unauthorized call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
Okay. So we need to figure out how to use our phone. Let's knock on the neighbor's door.
Hello?
Take a hint.
Do you have a second?
Fine. What? Who even are you? Actually, you know what? Don't tell me. You've already wasted enough of my time.
I'm really sorry to bother you. I have one quick question, then I'll get out of your hair.
I'm really sorry to bother you. I just have one quick question. Then I'll get out of your hair.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
I just moved into the room next door and
My condolences. To both me and you.
I was kicked off the landline. It's asking for some kind of PIN to activate it again.
If I tell you how that thing works, can we agree that this door is now permanently off limits?
Yep, absolutely. Even though it's a...
You don't need to ask me twice.
Now you're getting me.
I'm absolutely going to knock
The
on her
phone
door
code is
several more
9, followed by your room number.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's no way I would have guessed that on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, now that we know
Wait,
that...
I never caught your name.
Did I drop it?
That exchange
one.
really brightened up my day.
Okay. Our neighbor is kind of cranky, but we now have the code to use the phone. Oh, hang on. We don't know the phone number. We should probably take a look around our apartment. Oh my, look at that. Okay, we've got access to a stove here. And there's a bucket under here. And faucet. Running water. Okay, cool. So we checked all of that out. And now we know... oh yeah, right.
I need
Oh my
something
gosh.
for this.
TV. Nope. Oh. And pizza thing. Okay, so we got the number for pizza. Let's use the phone. Okay, so
Unauthorized call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
9101.
Caller authorized.
Perfect. Okay. 555 7283.
Carlisle Police Department, Sergeant Russell speaking.
Hi, Sergeant. It's Penelope again.
Penelope! We got a guy here who bet you were already hightailing it back to Virginia. Zimmerman, you owe me 20.
Not quite yet. Although I'll probably end up questioning that decision. Sorry about that, by the way. Getting cut off like that. The landline here is a little funky.
You're back, and that's all that matters. Now, what had I been saying?
You were in the middle of praising my intuition? Something about documents, I think?
Something about documents, I think?
Yes, right. Missing person reports we have filled out for the individuals. I'll be sending you some copies soon, so look out for that.
These 3
You got
people
it.
that went missing. What can you tell me about them?
The first call we received concerned a Mr. Gerald Cook. He's an older gentleman, late 60s, who owns a bookstore on Main Street. The second, more concerning call was from Mrs. Eileen Davies, in reference to her son, Terrence. The boy had apparently not come home
Noted.
after school that day. He's only 15, which has really started to raise some red flags. Then, only 2 days after that, a third person was called in. The caller couldn't provide a name for the woman, only said that she's been coming to a specific diner for breakfast at 9 a.m. sharp every single day for years. This was the 3rd day in a row she hadn't shown, and the caller found this to be very out of character.
Interesting. Tell me about the diner woman.
Can you tell me more about the diner woman?
Yes, Jane Dell. I wanted to call her Victim X. I thought it was catchy. But protocol. She's our shakiest case by far. Called in missing by a waitress just because she decided not to get breakfast at the Sunrise Diner for a couple mornings? No wonder the chief won't give us the time of day.
But the waitress thought she had good enough reason to notify the police. So there must be something to it.
It's true that she's genuinely concerned. Said that the very few times Jane didn't show over the past couple of years, she leave little notes on napkins with the tip the day before. Not this time.
No, she didn't just tell them? She really ate at the same diner every single day for years? Must have some incredible food.
She really ate at the same diner every single day for years? It must have some incredible food.
I had a case of food poisoning that would suggest otherwise. I guess that she went there for the company, but our caller said that she was the quietest woman she'd ever met. Over those years, none of the diner workers could even get a first name out of her.
Interesting. Do you think she's trying to hide her identity, or maybe she liked the atmosphere of the place?
Do you think she's trying to hide her identity?
No idea. It's possible.
If she wasn't there to hang out with the waitresses, what did she do every single morning?
Read books.
Lots of them.
And not just the type with shirtless cowboys on the cover, but books with real substance. Textbooks even. In all subjects, especially history. The waitresses said that Jane would set up every day in the same booth, take a few books out of her bag, and read and take notes while she ate.
Interesting. I wonder if doing this was work-related or a hobby.
Good question. What did you investigate and who did you interview in regards to Jane? Or did she frequent any other locations besides the diner? How would we know? We don't know anything about her except that the waitress reported her missing. I'm going to ask this question.
What did you investigate? And who did you interview in regards to Jane?
What can we investigate?
Thank you.
No one knows her name, address, place of work, family, acquaintances. We examined her favorite booth at the diner and interviewed everyone who works there.
I mean,
All
what
we
else
know
would
is that
you
she's
do,
been
right?
coming there for roughly 3 years. Is quiet, reads a lot, and has tried everything on the menu.
Okay.
None of the workers said she was acting differently the last day she was seen?
No one was paying enough attention to remember. But one of the waitresses did hold on to what's currently our shred of evidence, a napkin with some chicken scratch. She was planning to return it to Jane the next day, but you know how that story ends.
Okay, so we do have the second question.
Did she frequent any other locations besides the diner?
My only guess would be a library. Owning all those books would cost an arm and a leg. Thing is, Carlisle doesn't have its own library, and there are too many to count in neighboring towns.
Wow, this is like trying to track down a ghost.
You're telling me. All I can say is keep an eye open while you're investigating the other two. That's the best we can do right now. I'll send the napkin along with the other documents.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Terrence Davies?
Can you tell me more about Terrence Davies?
Terrence just turned 15 a few months ago. If he was any younger, all the cops in the county would be swarming around this case like flies to rotten lunch meat. He's right at the age where the chief can shrug his disappearance off as a rebellious kid doing rebellious kid things.
Does Terrence have any history of running away or causing trouble?
Not according to his mother, at least not according to what we could piece together through the tears. Either way, we suspect she views her son through some rose-colored glasses, because interviews from fellow students and teachers at his high school painted a slightly different picture of him.
Do they describe him as some kind of bully, or does he get into trouble at school?
Does he get into trouble at school?
It sounds like he's mellowed out some now that he started high school. He owed quite the impressive record for previous years, but his current teachers just described him as some disruptive class clown type, not some menace to society.
What exactly has he done?
You name it. He had a rebellious streak in middle school according to the school documents, suspended multiple times, never hurt anyone or anything like that, but played hooky a lot. Pulled the fire alarm once and also called a fake bomb threat in as a joke in the 7th grade.
Okay, then. I can kinda see where the chief is coming from.
But even if Terrence is just falling back into old habits, we still need to track him down for his mother's sanity. And by extension, ours.
Yeah, like, this isn't like... when and where was Terrence last seen? What's his family life like?
What's his family life like?
It's just him and Mrs. Davies. No siblings, no father in the picture. Explains why she's so attached.
Could you tell if there was any strain in their relationship?
Who knows? From the sound of it, they spend more time together than an average mother and teenage son duo. But can't see under the surface.
Yeah, that's fair. When and where was he last seen?
Well, when and where was Terrence last seen?
Teachers, classmates, and friends all said he left school at 3 p.m. with the rest of the kids. He told his friends he was going hiking, which they said was a regular thing he'd do. And no one has heard from him since.
Did anyone say where he normally hikes? Did he seem upset or anything as he was leaving?
Did he seem upset or anything as he was leaving?
Not that anyone mentioned. We'll get you in contact with Mrs. Davies. Once she calms down a bit, I'm sure she'll give us more to work with.
Okay.
Not sure how much luck you'll have with her, but feel free to give her a call.
Okay.
Phone number is 203-555-0927.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Gerald Cook?
Can you tell me more about Gerald Cook?
Never met the man personally, but I had heard his name prior to all this. His bookstore, Novel Books, it's a bit of a hub in this part of town. The place is practically a rec center for the entire population of Carlisle over the age of 65. In fact, it was one of those old timers that made the call at the crack of dawn to tell us that Gerald had to open up shop as usual and was nowhere to be found.
Okay. I take it Gerald was normally very punctual? Did the caller mention seeing any signs of a struggle or break-in?
Did the caller mention seeing any signs of a struggle or break-in?
We asked him to take a good look around for just that. He told us that the store was still completely locked up. Through the windows, everything looked fine, and there weren't any signs of forced entry.
Okay.
That day, we went out and interviewed maybe 20 or so people, and Vasquez canvassed the place once we got inside.
Okay.
Nothing. The place was pristine. Cash register locked. Interviewees all giving the same story.
How did you end up getting inside? And what story was that?
And what story was that?
Anyone who had seen him the day before said it was a perfectly ordinary day. Gerald had been his chipper old self, and he locked up the store as usual at 7 p.m.
Did anyone witness him at all between 7 p.m. and opening the next day?
Not a soul. We even talked to the guy who seemed like Gerald's right-hand man in running the store. He even had a key. Mitchell Hart, I think his name was. For someone who knew our victim well, he didn't have anything helpful to add. Say he didn't have a clue where Gerald normally goes after closing, besides home. He also took us to Gerald's apartment, right above the store. But when we knocked, there was no answer.
Okay.
I wonder if anyone else has a key besides this Mitchell guy. Maybe Gerald was mugged and someone pickpocketed him.
It'll be right out of the ne'er-do-well's playbook. Mug an old guy in an alley, steal his keys, rob his place, then lock up on the way out. That's why
it's
right
possible.
now, our first priority is to get into that cash register. If money is missing, that'll simplify everything and give us a little direction, for Gerald's case at least.
Okay, cool.
The address of Gerald's bookstore is 225 Main Street. Go take a look around for yourself.
I will
Penelope,
do that.
now that you know more about what we're dealing with here, what's going on through your head?
I think the disappearances are related. I don't think the disappearances are related, but these people are still victims of something. I don't think these people are victims of any crime at all. I'm going to say the middle one.
I don't think the disappearances are related, but
Based
these
on the
people are
information
still
I
victims
have
of
so far.
something. Gerald could have been mugged and robbed. Something could have happened to Terrence while he was out hiking. Maybe he got hurt or lost. And Jane... It's hard to say, but it definitely seems like she didn't plan to disappear.
Interesting hypothesis. We'll see if it holds up. But first things first, keep an eye out for those reports we'll be sending.
Will
Thanks,
do.
Sergeant. I guess it's time for me to get out there and start playing detective.
It
Good luck.
sure is.
Call us anytime. And thanks again for coming up here. Having a new nose around to sniff out leads might be exactly what we need.
Okay. So, next up, let's go check out the bookstore. Oops. Okay.
Hey! You! Excuse me!
Yes.
Miss, I think you might have the wrong address.
Thanks for your concern. But no, this is...
Sorry, let me rephrase. Bookstores, generally speaking, are for those who can read.
What?
You're rude,
The front
dude.
door.
Rude,
There is a
dude.
sign that states in perfect English that this store is closed.
Okay. Interesting observation from a guy sitting alone in a closed store. I know, I actually have special permission to be here. What if I told you in perfect English that you're sitting in what may be a crime scene?
And what if I told you, in perfect English, that you're sitting in what may be a crime scene?
That was either a thinly veiled threat or you're here because of the investigation.
You got it. The latter, I mean. I'm Penelope Pendrick, here on behalf of the Carlisle Police, regarding Gerald Cook.
I apologize for doubting your ethics and literacy. The name's Mitchell. Under usual circumstances, I helped Gerald run novel books, but now I'm useless.
Mitchell Hart. The sergeant mentioned you to me.
Would you have a key to the store? Oh, sorry, you have a key to the store, correct? Logically, that would make you a prime suspect. Conversely, having someone who knows Gerald well will be much more useful than you realize. You'll have plenty of chances to help us. Let's do that.
Conversely, having someone who knows Gerald well will be much more useful than you realize. You'll have plenty of chances to help us.
I already told them everything I know, which has clearly led nowhere.
Can you describe to me the last time you saw Gerald that day?
Like I told the cops, it was a completely normal day. I was sitting here for an hour or so before closing time, and then at 7 o'clock to help corral any stragglers out of the store. I said goodnight to Gerald, who was doing the usual nightly organizing and pencil pushing, and headed home.
So he wasn't acting unusually in any way?
Not at all. Albeit the store was having a busy streak, which kept Gerald pretty occupied. So no downtime to shoot the breeze.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
Would you mind if I asked you some more questions, or would it be okay if I took a look around? Let's ask if we can ask more
Would you
questions.
mind if I asked you some more questions?
Ask away.
Okay. I'm going to go through them just in order. What do you usually do to help Gerald run the store?
What do you usually do to help Gerald run the store?
Sit in this corner all day? Not even kidding. If a customer has a question on where to find something, I locate it for them on the shelves. I also give suggestions of good reads based on what kind of genres they're looking for. Classics, thrillers, historical fictions, how-tos, you name it.
Do you have a job besides this? It sounds like you spend a lot of time here.
Technically speaking, I work in an insurance agency, but the past few months they've been cutting my hours. I used to spend time here to relax after work, but when my job situation started to go downhill, Gerald offered to take me on as a part-time employee.
That's really generous of him. Are you okay financially with the store being closed?
Are you okay financially with the store being closed?
I'm fine. It doesn't concern you.
You mentioned the store being busy the day Gerald disappeared. Abnormally busy?
You mentioned the store being busy the day Gerald disappeared. Abnormally busy?
You'd be surprised how much traffic this place gets. A day like that happens at least twice a week.
Okay. Gerald sounds like a real business mastermind running such a successful little mom and pop shop. I bet there are plenty of people who already miss coming here. I'm going to say this one because I think I said this last time.
Gerald sounds like a real business mastermind running such a successful little mom and pop shop.
I wish you were here. He'd get a kick out of being called a business mastermind. He's not a businessman at heart, but he's got a way of making everyone feel like family. It's like he runs a community center, not a bookstore.
Okay. Has Gerald ever gone on a spontaneous vacation or trip?
Has Gerald ever gone on a spontaneous vacation or trip?
The man is the antithesis of spontaneity. I've known him around 5 years, and he's never left the store out of the blue like this.
The day Gerald went missing, what did you do that evening after you went home at 7 p.m.? Or would it be okay if I look around? I'm actually going to just take a break briefly while the ads are running. I will... Oh, wait, no, they're coming soon. Okay. When they start, I'll take a break. So let's do the day Gerald went missing.
The day Gerald went missing. What did you do that evening after you went home at 7 p.m.?
Probably thawed some frozen dinner and watched TV. The new episode of Crypt Diggers would have been on at 8, and then I normally go to bed at 11.
Okay.
Would it be okay if I took a look around?
Go right ahead. The cop here only did a quick walkthrough. Didn't seem very thorough.
Okay, cool. So, because I am now going to do a quick look around, I'm in control of things. It's not... But here's Gerald's coat. We love you, Grandpa. Zentner Chiropractic. Espresso Express. Okay, so I am going to take a quick break. I just need to talk to Jason about something, so that's what I'll do while I'm taking this quick break. Okay. I am back. I fed the cats, chatted with Jason. Whoops. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna get out my notepad because I know I'm about to open a thing that's gonna have like a clue. I want to be ready to handle that. Okay. Here we go. So, don't forget. 3rd from the top, 6, 7, 8 from the left. In the bookshelf in the corner there that is near a table with a skull on it. And then there's a code EGZ. Oh, sorry, EGZ. EGZ. IUZP. DMUZ. Okay, so let us go check out that corner of the bookshop. So there's the skull on the table. And if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! Oh, what's this? It's a little dial code. Let's see what we can figure out by okay. So we look at the table and there's like obviously some letters, like a replacement kind of a situation here. So E, A, B, C, D, E. And if we look this is O, P, Q, R, S. So E is replaced with S. Then T, U, G would be replaced with U. Z would be replaced right here with N, you can see. Okay. Then we're going to go I, U, Z, P. So if G was replaced by U, then I, which is 2 letters after G, so G-H-I, or G-H-I, however. Anyway, U, V, W. So I is W. U is still on the screen here. You can see it's an I. Z again is N. And P. So back here you can see that N is replaced by B. O is replaced by C. So P is replaced by D. And then finally we have D, which is going to be replaced by a R. Q, R, yeah, R. M. Over here you can see if N is B, then M is A. U, we can see again over here is an I. And finally, Z is an N. So what we're left with is sun, wind, rain. You see that? Sun, wind, rain. Anyway, hopefully that showed up on the camera properly. Hopefully the camera didn't blur that. Okay. So we are going to go back over here and take a peek. Uh-oh, it's stuck. So we will need some way of unstucking it. There's a chess match in play. There's a note. Al, your move. Jake, you forgot your glasses. Okay, oops. Oh. Well, let's grab these while we have them. We must need those later. Anything else? Can we open the cash register? Nope. But it looks like we would be able to if we had the key. Same with this door. Okay. So let's see if we can ask Mitchell anything.
Do you have a key to the cash register?
So that's how you detectives get paid, huh? But no, I don't. Sorry.
Thanks for talking.
Never a problem.
Okay. Boo. Okay. Let's go back to our apartment building and take a peek around. Well, so things seem to be in the midst of being under construction here. We got holes in the ceiling. We got piles of wood on the floor. Let's take a peek here. Ooh, what's this?
Looks like no one is using this right now.
Perfect. Let's steal that. We got a little note here. Paint the walls pink for all I care. As long as you're paying the lease, you're the operating owner. So go ahead and renovate whichever way your heart desires. Signed E. Okay, and this is the room 203. Check supplies. Okay, can I exit this? A bold depiction.
Something about this shopping list is unusual. I'd better hold on to it.
Sure. Why not? Of course you want to keep garbage. What do we got here? Okay, that'll come into play later. Anything else here? Oh! Grabbed a measuring tape. And I guess we'll take this straw. Why not? Okay. Is there... Let's see. No. Okay, well, we know we have the key to 203, so let's go upstairs. Did I say 302? I meant 203. Okay. Let's use the key. Go inside. Nothing here. Okay. Oh. Rust removal instructions. Can't take those yet. Oh, a note to how to open a ToolSafe Pro latch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I believe that I have already taken a photo of this on another day. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. I did. See? We're gonna use that to help us solve this puzzle. Okay. And there's some screws. We can't take those though. All right, here we go. This one really stumped me the first few times I did it, but today I am going to get it without being completely incapable. So I believe this is 1. 2 then is here. 3. Okay, 3, if you turn it around. 3 is on, oh sorry, 3 is on the other side, my apologies. So this is 3. Okay, then we have 4 is on the face. Right here, okay, 4. 5 is this one. 6. Okay, hang on. 6 is this. Hang on. Oh, wait a second. I think I messed it up. Okay, wait. I think I messed it up. I did. Okay, hang on. Let me reset it. Okay, let's try. 1 is this. 2 is this. 3 is this one. 4 is this one. 5 is this. 6 is this. 7 8 is this one.
I don't think that's right.
Oh, dang it. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Let's try again. 1. Okay. 2 is, if you're facing this way, this is 2 up here. 3. When this is oh, okay, 3. Okay. 4 is this one. 5 is this one. 6 is this one. 7 is this. And 8.
That's it.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry,
We got the
Joe.
lubrication oil. Perfect. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. Grab this. Go back to the bookstore. Okay. Beady boop boop boop. 76 minutes and a half for your speed run. Oh my gosh, where was I when you typed that I missed it 4 minutes ago. Jeez Louise, man. I am definitely not gonna, this is not a speed run, so sorry. Hi, Ursapon. ER Sapon. I don't know if your name has to do with soap or if I'm just misinterpreting. Okay, let's put this, hang on. Do this, combine this, close, then use this. Anyway, sorry that I missed your message saying that your speedrun was 76.5 minutes. I am for sure not going to be anywhere close to that. Mainly because I am not a speedrunner. And also because I am positive that I am not going to have remembered everything that I need to do and in the right order. Like, I won't have optimized. Let's see if we can talk to... No, okay. So I'm just double checking because my big problem is not exhausting dialogue trees. So we want to make sure that at every opportunity we exhaust the dialogue tree. Okay, let's use the key to open this.
Well,
and
looks like we can rule out a robbery.
Okay. There we go. We've ruled out robbery.
Everything okay? You look a little grim.
Did you notice that Gerald's coat is still here? I took a look inside the cash register. Whatever happened to Gerald didn't involve a robbery.
Did you notice that Gerald's coat is still here?
Sure, but it's been unseasonably warm. Not really coat weather.
Well, it's not the coat I'm worried about. It's that his wallet is still in the pocket, with money and his driver's license.
Oh.
I took a look inside the cash register. Whatever happened to Gerald didn't involve a robbery.
Are you saying that someone out there targeted Gerald because of some personal vendetta? That's insane. That'd be like going after Santa Claus.
We don't know that at all. We've only just ruled out one possibility.
Oh, there's a way to skip dialogue?
Well, this isn't great news.
Please tell me.
I'm sorry. Try and stay positive, okay? There's still so much we don't know. There could still be a perfectly innocent explanation to all this.
Okay. I'm not sure that I will skip dialogue because I want to see if I were more efficient, how long it would take me to finish the game without skipping dialogue. Because if I were playing for the first time, but efficiently, I would still need to do all the dialogue. Okay. I think I'm ready to go back to the apartment. And phone conversations right click, other conversations hold right click. Thank you. That's good to know. I may take advantage of this. Oops. Oh no, wrong door. Wait, can I see if Stacy's willing to talk at all? No, okay. So I think I can try giving Eileen a call now. And I will also give Sergeant Russell a call.
Terrence, is that you?
I'm sorry. Mrs. Davies?
Oh, yes, this is she.
My name is Penelope Pendrick.
I'm working with the Carlisle police to help find your son. Would you have a moment to answer a few questions? Or, I know you're going through a lot right now, but I'm working with the police to do everything we can to find your son. If you're feeling up to it, would you mind answering a few questions? I'm going to go with the second one.
I know you're going through a lot right now. If you're feeling up
look
to
at that.
it,
I can
would
skip
you mind
them.
answering a few?
Thank you.
So I can at least skip my own dialogue.
I'll do my best.
Can you please describe the entire day he went missing in detail? From morning to evening.
Let's see. I got up at 6:30 as usual and started making breakfast. Terrence sets his alarm for 7 and ate quickly after he got up. He had me sign a permission slip for some field trip and then he gathered all his school supplies and left.
Okay.
As he was leaving, we argued about some stupid little thing. I think he had left his jacket on the floor. And that was the last time I saw him angry at me. I just keep playing that over and over in my head and hating myself for it. I left work at 5, and he was out when I arrived back, which isn't too abnormal, but when he wasn't home an hour later, I started calling around to his friends' moms. He wasn't over anyone else's house. Then it got dark, and he still wasn't home. That's when I called the police.
Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm sure it's not easy to think about.
Okay. I have a guide to beat the game with minimal stuff, but it requires enough speed for some things like Stacy's Pizza and not getting caught by Evelyn. Yes, not getting caught by Evelyn would probably be tricky if you're trying to do Evelyn's house in one sweep. I can see how that, like, you'd need to be really on the ball. I tend to be one of those people who's like, I'm going to turn left, and then I turn around 3 times before I finally find the right place on the screen to click. So for me, that's always kind of been a very, that interferes with or impedes my ability to speedrun. Also, stopping to chat impedes my ability to speedrun. For me, this is more an exercise of how efficiently can I play it if I am not, like, getting stuck on what should I do next, what should I do next, what should I do next? Am I able to, like, get it done in, like, a tight, because obviously it took me, like, let's say it took, like, 10 sessions. Some of them were an hour, some of them were 2 hours, some of them were 3 hours. So if we just averaged it out to 2 hours each, it's like 20 hours that it took me to play this game, which obviously it's not a 20... I don't want to say it's not a 20-hour game. I mean, that's on the... I would say that I would assume that I was on the slower end of things because of, like, having times where I was spending, like, lots of time going back and forth, trying to figure out what I did wrong. Anyway. But 76 and a half minutes, that's pretty good. I'm impressed with that. I don't think I could, even with a guide, get it in 76 and a half minutes. So you mentioned a field trip. Can you tell me more about that? Or I heard Terrence told his friends he was going hiking after school. Do you know where in particular he likes to go? So I'm going to ask him both of these things.
It was for his art class.
Dialogue.
A gallery that they were going to tour that day, not far from here.
Do you remember the name of the gallery?
Something pretentious. Bold decisions, bold and brash. I have the paper around here somewhere. That's right. Bold depictions. 3297 Ocala Street, Oakford, Connecticut.
Thank you. It could be a start.
If you say so.
And then I heard Terrence told his friends he was going hiking after school was out. Do you know of anywhere in particular he likes to go?
It could have been anywhere. That boy's practically explored the entire state.
Could he have gotten lost or hurt somewhere in the woods?
No, impossible. He was a Boy Scout for years, and he's even taken courses on outdoor survival. This kind of thing is what he lives for.
Well, there you go.
I have no doubt he's very competent, Mrs. Davies. But sometimes things can happen that are out of a person's control.
I said it's impossible. I know my son.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry I came off as implying otherwise.
Alrighty.
Did anyone mention anything else out of the ordinary that happened at school that day?
No. I don't think so. You know what? I need to go. I can't do this anymore. It's too much.
Okay.
Thinking about that day is too much.
Fair enough.
Eileen? Are you there? Oh, poor lady.
Okay, let's see if we can go to the gallery and talk to Colin. We don't know who Colin is yet, though. We will meet him right now. Okay.
Welcome to Bold Depictions, miss. Can I offer information on a particular piece, or provide a guided walkthrough?
Thank you. Maybe some other time. I'm actually here on behalf of the Carlisle Police. Would I be able to speak to the owner of this gallery?
Oh, yes. You're looking at him. Colin Ellison. Pleasure to meet you. How can I help?
I'm Penelope Pendrick. I'm sure you've heard of the investigation of the recent disappearances here in Carlisle. I have reason to believe that one of the 3 missing people was here the same day he disappeared.
Yeah. And?
Wait, you're aware of this? I'm sorry, what? Do you remember? So you remember meeting 15-year-old Terrence Davies last week?
Oh, too well. Afterward, I Googled how to repress a memory.
Can you describe in detail your account of the field trip from start to finish?
Right. Yeah, so the kids and their art teacher were bused in at 1. There were about 10 of them total. 9th grade, I think. I started by introducing myself and giving some background on my credentials. Everything was going dandy. They were mostly all paying attention. I led them to the painting closest to the front door, and then went around the room from there, explaining my process, the decisions behind the composition, the deeper meaning, the medium used, and so on, for every piece. After we were going for 15, 20 minutes, a few kids in the back started snickering and whispering to each other. Super irritating. Then, one of those kids raised his hand, so I made the mistake of thinking he had a legitimate question. I called on him, and he was like,
"Sir, I was wondering, why do all your paintings suck?"
I mean,
all
that
his
sounds like a
brain-dead
typical
friends laughed,
15-year-old,
and the
really.
teacher yelled at him, which shut him up, but not long enough. I tried to be professional, but a little while later, he was drawing something on an index card. He started throwing little pieces of paper with tomato drawings at me. And his spineless excuse of a teacher didn't even do anything about it. Finally, after his friends started doing it too, the teacher decided to just end the whole trip and take them back to the school.
You have to admit, the tomato thing is kind of funny. Sure, it was frustrating in the moment, but kids do dumb things like that all the time. It's normal. Or, wow, I knew Terrence was supposedly a troublemaker, but that's downright rude. I wonder if his mom ever sees this side of his behavior. I'm going to say this one.
Wow.
No punishment is severe enough to beat the evil out of that brat. I never would have gotten
simmer
away
down
with
there,
acting
buddy.
like that as a kid. I would have been strung up by my thumbs.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. It's not like he burned the building down or something.
When I saw his snotty face on the news later that day, not gonna lie, felt kind of cathartic.
So, the official statement for the police is that you had a bad encounter with Terrence. Later that day, he goes missing. And then when the news comes on that evening, you, grab a bag of popcorn and smile? Do I have that right?
Oh, lighten up.
I know.
I meant metaphorically. I'm sure he's fine. Probably just causing chaos somewhere else for now.
I should go.
Aw, what? Forgot your handcuffs?
Okay, Colin, you are unpleasant. Okay.
I don't want to go back in there
Okay,
right now.
we cannot talk to Colin again right away. So we will go back to Rosewood Apartments. And I think we will try Stacy one more time. Nope, she's not available yet. So I think at this point, try calling the sergeant to give him an update on what we've learned so far about both of these cases.
Carlisle Police Department, Sergeant Russell speaking.
I opened the novel books cash register. It was still full, and to top it off, Gerald's coat and wallet are still in the store.
I opened the novel, and to top it off...
What? Oh, Vasquez! You need your eyes checked. Remind me to assign you to interviews next time.
Yeah, Vasquez.
Good work. Whatever happened to Gerald was not premeditated on his end. It's a start.
I went to Novel Books and met Mitchell Hart. I got to chat with Eileen Davies.
Great. What are your thoughts?
A quaint little store. Certainly doesn't look like a crime scene. As for Mitchell...
He seemed genuinely frustrated that he couldn't be more helpful to us. I feel like there must be more he's not disclosing to us. I don't know why. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I just wonder if there's more to him than meets the eye. I will say this, because I think it's actually... Like, he's kind of abrasive. Like, Colin's also abrasive, but, like, Mitchell's abrasive in a different way.
I feel like...
Let me know if you find any solid context to back this up.
Well,
But
actually,
until then,
I am prescient.
I'm not ready to pass judgment based on a feeling.
I'm prescient. I have a strong suspicion. I got to chat with Eileen Davies.
She was only willing to talk for so long. But I did learn that Terrence attended a field trip to an art gallery the day he went missing. She gave me the address, so I went to check it out, and...
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Did something happen?
I met the owner, Colin Ellison, and asked him about the field trip. According to him, Terrence was kind of a terror during the tour. Colin was generally spitting venom while he recounted what happened. And to put the cherry on top, he described seeing Terrence on the news later that day as cathartic.
That's concerning.
It is.
Did you get the impression that Colin could be physically violent when angry? Or is he more bark and no bite?
I wouldn't be surprised if he would physically hurt someone who he thinks wronged him. He seems to hold a lot of hate over little things. He doesn't come across as the type to get his hands dirty.
I don't know. He doesn't come across as the type to get his hands dirty.
Either way, keep an eye on him and see if you can find out more.
Thanks for talking.
Keep doing what you're doing, Penelope.
Okay. I'm going to pause just very briefly, but I will be right back. Okay. I am back. We were just ordering our supper, so we wanted to get that sorted out before it was too late. Okay, so I think now I don't think we can call Eileen. Like, if I try, I think it'll go straight to her voicemail. But like I said, I want to exhaust all potential
Hello?
dialogue options.
Hi, Mrs. Davies. It's Penelope again. How are you holding up?
Before I go to
As
sleep.
well as can be expected.
I was wondering, did you receive any phone calls from Terrence's school the day of the field trip? Before it was clear that he was missing.
No, but I would have been at work until 5, so it's possible I missed it. Why?
Possible.
I had a chance to talk to the owner of the art gallery, the one who gave the tour, and...
There had been an incident. Terrence was pretty ill-behaved and ruined the trip for the class. I'm going to just say incident.
Oh, really? What happened?
Long story short, Terrence was playing the peanut gallery during the tour. Having his art mocked kind of rubbed the owner, Colin Ellison, the wrong way.
That's not an incident. Just a teenager being a teenager.
Well,
I don't really
the
disagree
phrasing
with
isn't
her.
important. I just felt the obligation to let you know that Mr. Ellison does not have a kind opinion of your son.
He was that angry about Terrence.
Between that and the coincidental timing, I think we may have our first suspect.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for letting me know. I can't say it's consoling, but it's something.
Okay, Eileen. Thank you for your time. I'll call you if we find out anything new.
Okay.
All right, so we've called Eileen, we've called Sergeant. Let's just make sure that there's no... Oh! I was going to say, let's make sure there's no further dialogue over at the bookstore, but we got this, so let's look at that. This is going to be the documents on the missing people. So we've got Gerald Cook. He went missing overnight between the 21st and the 22nd of February. And then we have some information about him. He lives above the store, so the call came from Alan Rickeys after Mr. Cook did not open his bookstore at the usual time of 8 a.m. Okay, then we've got Terrence. He went missing the afternoon of the 26th. After school. Call came from Mother Eileen Davies late in the evening after her son did not return home from school that day. They don't know if he ran away or if he's out camping. Sorry, not camping. And then we have the missing person report from Lynette Johnson from the diner. And she's describing Jane Doe as a steady regular of multiple years and considered her absence of 3 days to be concerning. And then this is the booth where Jane Doe typically eats, but I mean, that's not really giving us a lot. We also have these coordinates, which I don't know if we have a map anywhere in game, but I might as well take 2 seconds to look up these coordinates. So I'm going to say coordinates. And then I think, can I enter them? Find an address. Okay, so if I put in 41.3655 and negative 72.1369, what comes up? Okay. Wait, what? Why did you change what I typed in? 41.3655 negative 72.1369. Okay, Gilead Road in Waterford, Connecticut pops up. So that's pretty cool. So I was doing that off in Google on another window because I was like, that's interesting. I wonder if the coordinates mean anything. Okay, so I was like, how do I stand up? Let's go see if we have any more dialogue options with Mitchell over here in the store. We do. Okay, perfect.
Need something?
How was Gerald's health, physical and mental?
How was Gerald's health?
I don't know what drug he's on, but that man has energy. I'm jealous, and I'm 25 years younger than him. I do see him eat kale chips with his lunch, though, so maybe not that jealous.
What about his mental health?
Nothing has ever raised any red flags. Although his generation isn't much for talking about those kinds of things. You know, feelings.
What exactly is your relationship to Gerald? Are you close personally or more like business partners?
As close as two heterosexual men can get. During slow hours, we chat about books, current events, politics, conspiracy theories, sports, movies. The list goes on. Oh, and gossip about old man drama. Carl always cheats at chess and thinks no one is onto him. Everyone is onto him.
Do you ever talk about your personal lives?
Not really. So like I said, as close as two heterosexual men can get.
Okay.
I don't have a personal life to share anyway. But Gerald, he has an entire lifetime behind him. I'll admit I've always been curious about his past.
Does Gerald have any family? There was a picture of his granddaughters in his wallet.
Really? I always wondered if he had kids out there somewhere.
He never mentioned his family to you? That seems odd.
Maybe to us, but Gerald's naturally a very private person. Okay. Not in an intentional hiding information kind of way. He just steers away from topics like that.
Okay.
Why? I don't know, but I respect his privacy.
Fair enough.
I wish there was a way we could let his family know what's going on.
The number of cooks in the United States is probably enough to fill 3 phone books alone, not to mention married names.
Good point. Did the police check Gerald's home address?
Did the police check Gerald's home address?
He lives directly upstairs. I took them to the door, but that was the best I could do. They knocked a few times, got ladders, and looked through the windows from the outside. They had a pretty good view of the main apartment and the bathroom. From what they could see, there was no sign of him.
Can they get a warrant if they think there's a chance a person inside might need help?
No idea. But a busted door without appropriate justification sounds like a nasty lawsuit waiting to happen.
It really
Thanks
doesn't.
for talking.
Never a problem.
Okay. Have we exhausted? Okay, so we have exhausted that dialogue tree. Let's...
I know it's early, but I could really go for some sleep.
Let's
I'll get back
follow
to work tomorrow.
Penelope's advice and get some sleep. All right, so here we go. Let's wake up at 10 a.m. Here we go. Actually, it's beep 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 beep. Oh, hang on. The ceiling's about to crack. We gotta jump out of bed. Whoa! Yikes. Oh well, let's go back to sleep like any normal person would. Beep it a beep, beep it a beep, beep it a beep. Okay. So now we should check out this thing that fell. Ooh, here's a little poem. A fortification weathered by time stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance and the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. I wonder when that will be useful. Oh, we should also be like, huh?
Weird.
Yeah. Very weird. Okay. Oh. We got a phone call. Let's answer that.
Hello?
Hi, Penelope. Sergeant Russell here. Thought I'd check in so we could regroup.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It's looking less and less likely that Gerald disappeared voluntarily, and his store was not robbed. Mr. Hart admits that he doesn't know as much about Gerald's life as we had hoped. And then there's Terrence, who tends to get into some people's skin.
He really
some
does.
people being Colin Ellison, who had his run-in with Terrence a few hours before the boy went missing.
Right. And still nothing on Jane Doe. Except the napkin.
I'll eat my hat if we find any leads on her this whole case.
Did you check the coordinates that she had written down?
It put us in a spot in Town Center Square. There's the statue of the founder, a trash can, a bench, a manhole, a street lamp, and some shops at the Southwest Plaza Shopping Center. We asked around some of the shops, but no one remembers anyone with her description.
Huh. Do you think she was looking for something?
Maybe.
Well, looking some trinkets? It just looks like geocaching to me.
Could be. But what I'm stuck on is that the three really don't have anything in common. A nice man who owns a bookstore, a troublemaking kid, and a woman who talks to nobody. Maybe this case is all coincidence after all.
Maybe.
They got us from day one. Carlisle's the one and only link between them. But where does that get us? It's not like it's a city with recurring crime hotspots to watch.
This is true.
Town. That's a great point. Since Carlisle isn't exactly dangerous, I wonder if there's something else unusual about the town that links them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing. As I'm going around doing detective things, I'll try to learn more about Carlisle. Oh, and what you said earlier? I'm gonna hold you to that, by the way.
Hold me to what?
I'd very much like to see a hat get eaten. If I can get a lead on Jane Doe.
That's what motivates you. It's a deal.
Okay, so where would we be able to learn more about Carlisle? I wonder. Oh, hang on, wait.
What, can't figure out the fridge now?
Unless it has an activation code, I've got it. Thanks. I'm Penelope, by the way. I'm only in town temporarily to help out the police with this case they're dealing with. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, sorry for biting your head off the other day. One of those days, you know? Man, if I hear one more person talk about these disappearances, I'm gonna start bleeding from the ears.
No worries. I've got some tissues right here.
You're lucky. You caught me at a good time. I'd actually prefer talking to you right now than starting my 5th straight hour of schoolwork.
I'm flattered.
Okay, this is cool. What do you know about the disappearances? Have you heard anything interesting from people around town?
What?
Interesting is a strong word. Kids around school either talk about this like it's bad reality TV or that there's some huge conspiracy involved.
Okay.
It's just bored people with overactive imaginations.
This could be true. Reality TV?
Reality TV?
Soap opera would be a better word. I kid you not, that just yesterday, I passed a girl saying that she bet that Gerald and the woman were secret lovers, and that Terrence was actually their child, and that they were running away together, blah, 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 blah.
That's insane.
Probably to somewhere cliche, too, like Mexico.
That's actually really insane. Hey, you never know.
Hey, you never know.
Gross. Go write your weird fan fiction somewhere else.
So what kind of conspiracies?
What?
Let's see. The most popular ones that come to mind have to do with aliens, the government, or cults. Standard conspiracy go-tos.
Fair enough. Cults?
Cults?
Those people watch too many movies. They're like, maybe the 3 people were kidnapped by a cult to be human sacrifices to the forest gods. I bet these are the same people that believe in star signs.
Maybe.
Do you think there could be any truth to these theories?
What do you think?
Did you know any of the people personally, or at least met any of them before?
Did you know?
Yes, I spend a lot of alone time with a 15-year-old boy. For real, though. I have met Gerald before, but that's it.
What do you remember about him?
Not much, except that he was nice. Got me a good deal on textbooks this year.
Does your apartment have framed eye patterns on the wall?
Does your...
No. Does your apartment have framed eye patterns on the wall?
It does.
Yeah. They're literally attached, too.
Huh. This place never ceases to amaze.
A chunk of ceiling almost fell on me while I was sleeping.
Congratulations, you've been initiated. My first thing happened when I was going to unplug something and ripped the entire outlet out of the wall instead.
Whoop.
Could be worse, though. The guy who used to live here was washing his hands in the bathroom one time, and his entire sink fell off the wall.
I'll let you get back to your work. Thanks for talking.
Don't get used to it.
Okay.
Oh, My name is Stacy Leith. Just in case you need to know or something.
Thank you, Stacy. Okay. Should I see if I can call Sergeant... Let's just see if we can talk to Sergeant Russell this morning.
I don't need to
Okay,
talk
perfect.
to him right now.
So we can head over to... Oh, we already talked to him this morning. That's right. He suggested we learn more about Carlisle. That's right. We were going to head to the bookstore to see if we could learn more about Carlisle. I wonder... Oh, hang on.
Any news?
Nothing yet.
So it sounds like the woman who went missing the week Gerald did was a real book lover. Do you remember ever seeing anyone with her description come into the shop? I'd like to learn about more about Carlisle. Do you have any suggestions for that?
I thought you were here to solve a case, not to sign up for generic American Towns 101.
You never know what could end up being useful.
If you're hell-bent on spending your time dusting off old records, Gerald likes to collect vintage local newspapers. That'd be the place to start. Here's
Well,
the key to the
thank
back
you.
room of the shop. There's a
Thank
table by the stairs
you.
that should have what you're looking for. Oh, and a word of warning. Newspapers aren't the only thing Gerald collects. If you don't watch your step back there, you'll end up with a twisted ankle.
Thanks.
Good to know. How long have you lived here in Carlisle?
How long?
Essentially my whole life. When I was a kid, we moved to the northern part of the state for my dad's job, but we were only there a year and then moved right back.
Has the town changed at all since you were young?
It sure felt like it got smaller as I grew up, but no, not really. Other cities nearby have expanded. Buildings replaced with taller buildings, but not here. All the expansion we got was a few new vape shops.
So it sounds like the woman who went missing was a real book lover.
So it's...
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I was going to bring that up. She was actually kind of a regular. She'd come in once every few months or so. When I heard her description, it took a second, but then it hit me.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Do you think she and Gerald knew each other? When was the last time she was in here? Did you ever notice what book she was buying?
Do you think she...
I doubt it. She was in and out pretty quick. They didn't really interact much at the counter unless I missed it.
When was the last time she was in here?
The last time I personally saw her was about 2 months ago. Although, that doesn't mean she hasn't been here since. Like I said before, this place can get pretty busy.
Okay, and did you ever notice what book she was buying?
I can't really see what the customers are buying from here. And she's never asked me to help her find anything, so no guesses there.
Okay.
The only association I'm making in my head is her carrying a book about... math? Or was it trees? No idea. Ignore me.
Thanks for your help.
Okay,
This
good to
woman
know.
doesn't leave much of a trail behind her, does she?
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it. I'll let you know if I can think of anything else about her.
Okay.
Thanks for talking.
Never a problem.
All right. So, I'm just going to look at the shelves here. Oh, look at this! Small Towns of Connecticut by Sean D. Robichaux. Carlisle. The small coastal town we know today as Carlisle was originally home to a small community of Puritans who had fled the Massachusetts Bay Colony in pursuit of religious reformation in the early 1600s. Gradually, over the course of the next 200 or so years, this puritanical settlement developed into a conglomeration of smaller townships and self-governed outposts. In the early 1800s, social and legal reforms were beginning to change the landscape of the nation. The town of Carlisle was officially founded in 1848 by namesake Mayor Jonathan Carlisle, in conjunction with state officials, by combining those once desperate towns into one. I think it's supposed to be disparate towns, like as in separated towns, not desperate as in desperation, which is the comment I made the last time I read this. The first time I read it, and all the times I've read it. Today, Carlisle is best known for its annual Strawberry Festival. The festival has been a summer treat for residents and visitors alike since the year 1930, when the Great Depression devastated the country. The town of Carlisle hoped to raise its citizens' morale through the amusement and sense of community that the Strawberry Festival offered. Carlisle's lesser-known claim to fame, however, came in the form of a distinguished guest. Find the link.
A famous artist visiting a very not famous town for such a long time is pretty unusual. Gerald seems very interested in this.
I am trying hard not to talk over her when she discovers something, which was a problem in my initial playthrough. A few years before his death in 1972, the prolific Dutch artist Maurits Cornelius Escher visited its shores. Using nature and mathematical principles as inspiration, M.C. Escher's works explored the concepts of tessellations, impossible objects, reflection, symmetry, and perspective. Although Escher only achieved fame after his 70th birthday, his artistic works have contributed to advancement in not only art, but also mathematics and engineering. His pieces were often cited in technical papers and studies. During the course of his life, Escher made over 2,000 drawings and sketches, and an amazing 448 lithographs and woodcuts. Although he was most well known for these prints and drawings, Escher also designed tapestries and postage stamps, illustrated books, and painted large-scale murals. In 1962, Escher had traveled overseas to deliver a planned series of lectures in the U.S., but due to unexpected complications caused by his failing health, he was forced to remain in the area longer than intended, before being able to safely return home. According to sources at the time, a local Dutch-speaking family generously offered their home to Escher during these difficult few months, understandably spent out of the public eye. Regardless, his time spent in Carlisle remains a unique part of its history. For more information on the town of Carlisle and its history, contact John Branham at 339-555-0668. All? So, he's wondering about the Dutch family that hosted Escher, and he also was contemplating calling that guy. All right, let's go to the back room now since we've been given a key. Okay. And we will take our time so that we don't unveil anything too exciting. Here's some... Gerald collected a lot of junk, we've been told. Okay.
Huh.
No snow. So it's just a globe. We've got ourselves a compass. Okay. Nothing else there. We got a fishing line and a hook. Nothing else to see here. Alhambra, Granada, Spain. And some more photographs of just various places and scenery. Oh wait, what's this? Interesting. But nothing else we can do or click on here. Oh, we can grab some gloves from this chest. We can check out the door.
This must be Gerald's apartment.
We don't have a key yet, so there's nothing we can do with that. Roll 3 ones in a row and a prize I will bestow. Insert coin and press the red button to play. Okay, we need some nickels. But we are here to look at these newspapers. So we've got a newspaper here from 1945. And it says, war is declared over. Nazis reveal surrender to Western allies in Russia. We don't really have... I don't know necessarily that any of this is relevant to our case. But we have one here. The local strawberry festival. Tourists flock from miles away to join the festivities. And this is from 1956. Talking about the annual strawberry festival. And some information down here about tobacco tax, atmospheric nuclear tests, and a steel workers going on strike. But this newspaper here, Thursday, May 4th, 1968. Building condemned after collapse. Dozens injured in Rosewood Apartments collapse. Interesting. Let's read about that. Late Tuesday evening at roughly 6:30 p.m., residents of the Rosewood apartment building on Ramridge Road and surrounding area heard a loud crash in the direction of the apartments. Soon following, those within the apartment rushed out onto the street and gathered at the nearest sidewalk. 911 was quickly called by Joseph Hayes, a tenant of the building of over 10 years. Officials rushed to the scene to survey damages. Upon arrival, medical personnel prepared for the retrieval of any injured occupants, while firefighters searched the building. From the exterior, a wall collapse on the upper levels of the building was clearly visible, but the full extent of damage was unknown. Local police interviewed those on the street about their experiences to better understand what had occurred. Another resident, Julie Byers, described what she experienced. "I live on the 3rd floor. I was doing the dishes when out of nowhere I heard this huge rumbling banging sound. I ran out into the hallway to see what had happened, and I practically fell into a hole outside my door. I looked up and all this rubble had fallen through the ceiling from who knows where. It must have broken through my floor too. All I knew was that I had to get out before anything else happened. And now here I am. I have no idea who's still stuck in there." 25 individuals. Can I pull this even higher up? Hang on. It's a little slow going, but okay. Yeah. 25 individuals were found trapped in various parts of the building, with injuries ranging from minor to major. Thankfully, there were no fatalities as of yet. Those with the most severe injuries are being monitored at the hospital and slowly recovering. Tomorrow, officials will be sent to survey the scene and target the reason for collapse. The city has already declared the 157-year-old Rosewood Apartments as dangerous and condemned. Once the building is examined, it will be scheduled for demolition in the coming month. And then over here is another, like a little story that is relevant for later. So we'll read it right now, though. Phoenix Baby Born Out of the Ashes by Leslie Moore. On Wednesday, May 3rd, several reports of smoke were called in from the North Carlisle area. A family home on Rose Hill Drive had caught ablaze not long after the smoke had been noticed by neighbors. Firefighters rushed to the scene at 7:36 p.m. Upon entry of the home in search of inhabitants, firefighters Randy Davis and Chuck Pasquinti heard muffled cries from an obscured doorway. A flaming beam had trapped individuals within the room. Once inside, the firefighters were met with a bizarre sight. 3 people were in the first floor bedroom, a doctor, a man, and a woman on the bed. The woman was letting out cries of pain as if injured, but upon further inspection, was found to be in the final stages of childbirth. Meanwhile, the room was beginning to catch fire. With the curtains already in flames, the man and the doctor were close to the floor to avoid smoke inhalation. Just boot this up as much as we can. Okay. The 2 firefighters alerted medical authorities for a stretcher, but in the moments before the stretcher arrived, the baby was born. The 2 men were guided out of the burning building, while the woman and newborn were carried out on the stretcher. For those who witnessed the miracle, the newborn, Ruby Ayer, is now known as the Phoenix Baby due to being born in the flames. All 4 inhabitants of the house survived with minimal injury. The blaze was extinguished by 10:05 p.m. Okay, so that's...
Condemned. Scheduled for demolition?
Interesting about the building that we live in. Oh, and here's something. UWZAIFTQEQODQF. And if we were using the same cipher for the other puzzle for the sun, wind, rain, this translates to I know the secret, which is interesting. Okay, and then over here, there's a piece of paper on the wall that we missed the first time we went by. Important? Question mark? The complete tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, on the Origin of Species, Chapter 10. Jane Eyre, Chapter 7. The Divine Comedy, Chapter 26. Count of Monte Cristo, Chapter 1. Don Quixote, Chapter 7. The Picture of Dorian Gray, Chapter 12. And Crime and Punishment, Chapter 3. So I already... I've already written that down in my notebook from a previous playthrough, so we're not going to write it down again, but like we're making note of it so that we can look those things up, because we will look them up. Okay, so obviously what we want to do is look at the various books in the bookshop. So let's make our way back here and start with this shelf and see if we can find any books. Nope. Down here. Oh, we've got Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and we've got the letter I, so we would put that in its spot in the puzzle that we didn't copy down again, but because we copied it down already once. The Divine Comedy, we have N and R from that one. Down here. Okay, so we're gonna turn around and then we'll get started with this bookshelf. Alright, this is the Encyclopedia of Gardening. It's not part of this puzzle, so we'll come back to this another time. Here we go. So this, we know that it's this that was gonna give us E, but oh, here we have Don Quixote, O and M. Up here, do we have anything? Oh, A Tale of Two Cities, W. That one I think is a red herring though, isn't it? A Tale of Two Cities wasn't on the list. Oops. The Complete Guide to Shoemaking. Again, not needed right now because it's not part of that puzzle. Small Towns of Connecticut, we've already looked at this. Okay. The Origin of the Species. O and X. The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe, B. Short Stories for Children, Jenny's Little Spider. Well, we may read this later if we need to. Botanical Glossary, also not part of the list. Okay, so let me just pop back in here. Whoop. Okay. So, Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities is in fact a red herring. Okay. So, we can ignore that. The rest of them so far though spell out box in R blank OM. So let's find out what happens next. Room 1. Picture of Dorian Gray, Crime and Punishment. So that's where we're gonna find out room what. Okay. May I please? Someone has bought a copy of Crime and Punishment, so perhaps we will be able to find that. Let's go give that machine a try.
I guess it doesn't work.
Boo! Okay. So, I'm going to go back to the apartment building, and we will end this session here for now because Jason just came home with our supper, and I will potentially resume later today, but more likely will resume tomorrow in the early part of the late morning, early afternoon. So we're gonna save here. What are we gonna save this as? Okay, day 2. 1 p.m. There we go. Hang on, maybe I'll put a dash in there so I can. All right, so day 2, 1 p.m. So if you are over on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm very grateful to you. If you ever want to join me over on Twitch, you can do that. It's twitch.tv/Aaron_Mars, and you can find me there. And if you are joining me, so good night and thank you for everyone watching over on YouTube.